What if I told you the internet was all just one big lie? What if I told you that the person you're applying to on Twitter or Facebook doesn't actually exist? What if I told you that much of the information you see online and a huge portion of the interactions you experience aren't real, but are instead designed to manipulate you, scare you, and weaken your critical thinking? Put yourself in this situation. You whip out your little iPhone or your Android if you're a weirdo, and you see Jessica Boob12345 reply to your selfie telling you that you're cute and she wants you to DM her. Now, you've never gotten an interaction from someone this gorgeous before, so you slide into her DMs like a penguin in an ocean full of lube and you start talking to her. After a few minutes, you notice her responses are relatively instant, and she starts telling you to join xyz.titty.gov to go see more pictures of her. And because you don't really know what's going on with the internet these days, you join this website with your email and your password. Lo and behold, there are no pics of Jessica Boob12345 anywhere to be found. You go back to your DMs with her and ask her what's up, only for her response to be that her AI programming has failed to recognize your response, spewing back a bunch of errors. Well, my friend, you've just experienced a big issue with why the dead internet theory is a thing. That girl was never real. She was fully being run by an AI bot designed to convince you to join a bogus site, phishing your information. Now your email is compromised and is currently sending sex spam advertisements to your boss and family. Good luck explaining that to everybody you know. Now, the dead internet theory suggests that the internet mainly consists of bots and AI-generated accounts. Content whose sole purpose is to manipulate algorithms, sway opinions, scam people, and in some cases, even control populations by minimizing organic human interaction. This theory even goes so far as to suggest that certain government agencies might be using AI models to create accounts designed to push political agendas onto unsuspecting social media users. I've personally seen countless posts on Twitter from these gimmick accounts that spew outright lies, and yet they rack up 100, 200, sometimes even 300,000 likes. And that's not even counting the people who saw the post, absorbed the information, but never engaged with it. Even if those posts eventually get community noted or fact-checked, think about the number of people who never go back to see the correction. They take that misinformation at face value and then spread it to family and friends, creating a chain reaction of false narratives. As you can see, this cycle would be extremely beneficial for any government agencies, supposedly, that might be using AI to quietly shape public opinion and force their agenda. Some studies suggest that over half of all web traffic isn't even human. Take Twitter, for example. As of September 2024, the platform has around 335.7 million users. If the theory holds, that means at least 167 million of those accounts could be bots or automated profiles. And that's being generous. That's the low end. You don't have to look far to see it either. Scroll through the comments on almost any big account, like Dexerto or other social media news outlets, and it becomes obvious. Half the replies are repetitive OnlyFans promos, copy-paste spam pages posting random videos, or worse, comments that read like they were stitched together by ChatGPT itself. It makes you wonder, how much of the internet is even real anymore?
The worst part about all of this is that these bot accounts, I know I'm not the only one who's clicked on a tweet, curious to see what others are saying, only to be bombarded with accounts spamming short, unrelated videos. Honestly. A big reason for this is how Elon Musk changed the verification system. Now anyone can buy a blue checkmark for $8 a month, which pushes their comments to the top and even lets them monetize based on views. This has created a massive incentive for people to pump out bot accounts, farming interactions just for money. Sure, bots existed before Elon, but now it's obvious there are far more than ever, and the evidence is everywhere. Just look at the comment section of any semi-viral tweet. But it's not just Twitter. On Facebook, there are entire pages posting AI-generated junk images of things like Jesus or random sympathy bait with comments flooded by endless amen replies. It's obvious the images aren't real. Sometimes it's Jesus made out of shrimp or even a dog cradling a baby during a flood. Yet people still fall for it. And that points to another issue. Not everyone knows how to tell what's real and what's AI. Most people aren't internet goblins like me, and these bots thrive on that. They target the unaware, the people who are the easiest to manipulate.
You might be asking yourself, hey, what is the biggest reason this bot activity has even become so prevalent? Well, the answer is very simple. Advertisements. There aren't many corners of the internet you can go without being shown some sort of ad, whether it be on a YouTube video itself, on the edges of a web page, a very annoying pop-up window. If you've used the internet, you know where ads are, and you've definitely seen millions of them by now. Well, from the eyes of the companies that put ads on websites, they want as much views as possible on their ads and therefore willing to fork out the most money for it. But I highly doubt these companies would like it if they knew that at least 50% of the views on their ads were only being seen by bots and not actual humans. I want you to look at this for a minute. This is a Chinese click form. Hundreds, if not thousands of phones ran by people that are made to just do exactly what the name suggests. Click stuff, whether that be liking, following, commenting, anything. And it's all fueled by money. The folks over at NBC Today set up their own mini bot farm, proving how quick and easy it is to generate fake traffic. They also state that one person can man up to 200 phones at once.
The average person working one of these click farms will be one person for 200 phones. And a click farm might have hundreds, if not thousands of employees clicking at these things all day long.
Now this is where it's time to put on our tinfoil hats. One of the darker sides of the dead internet theory is that it suggests our own government uses bots and AI to push political agendas onto us, manipulating the population and swaying opinions. As many of you know, social media is a political hellscape. A lot of people use it purely to interact with posts that are political in nature. And unfortunately, the algorithm is designed to feed you whatever you engage with the most. So if you spend your day on Twitter interacting with posts from your preferred party, it will keep pushing more of that content at you. Or it might do the opposite, show you posts meant to anger you enough to force a reaction. Either way, the algorithm thrives on engagement, no matter the emotion. Now, this alone isn't the core problem. The real issue lies in everything we've already talked about, bots and paid interaction being used to manipulate the algorithm. And when you apply that to politics, it gets dangerous. Because, let's be honest, you don't want political agendas being pushed through fake, non-human interaction. Not when misinformation is being spread online every single day. Who do you want to get your information from? A human who does their own research? Or a bot spewing out unverified AI-generated scripts? When it comes to something as important as politics, I think most of us would prefer a real debate with a real person. And that's why this issue matters so much. Sometimes you can't even tell who or what you're talking to. So let me just say this. The dead internet theory doesn't really feel like just a theory anymore. We're seeing the signs everywhere. Bots flooding comment sections, AI accounts blending in with real people, and algorithms pushing content that may not even come from humans at all. The proof is right in front of us every time we scroll. And that's the scary part. Because the internet we think we're using, the one where we share, debate, laugh, and connect, might already be something completely different, something manufactured, something artificial. So the real question is this: if so much of what we see is fake,
then how much of the internet is even real anymore?